Yeah, there is a special recruit for the Riders women's basketball team we've got to show you.
Yeah, she's just 11 years old, but Savannah Galasso is now a Lady Bronc. Take a look. Yeah, the little girl was surprised with the signing ceremony in the university gym last night. Savannah has been fighting kidney disease since she was just 7 years old. She was chosen through a program matching children with life-threatening illnesses to college athletic teams. And the Rider coach says Savannah is a true fighter who is a real inspiration to everyone.
He's in the gym. These guys play just a little bit harder. So we like her here all the time, right?
I was very shocked, and I didn't really know what was going on at first.
And we got the hat too, so you can be like all those football players when you see the end of the sign. They get to put their hat on.
How about that? As a member of the team, Savannah is invited to practice. She'll also sit behind the Bronx bench during home games. And how about that press conference? She handled the media like a pro.
And she's looking good. She got the hat. She's official.
She handled the media much better than LaShawn McCoy did, that's for sure. You know what I mean?
Probably than a lot of pro athletes.
Exactly. You're watching NBC10 News. NBC10 News today at 6 a.m. starts right now.
NBC10 News starts now.
Gunfire rings out in Camden overnight. This morning, one man is in the hospital and a gunman is on the run.
5 children are stuck with a needle at school, and now parents are worried and school officials are trying to figure out where these needles came from.
And the champ weighs in on Trump. The impassioned message from Muhammad Ali for the GOP frontrunner. Good morning. This is NBC10 News Today. I'm Lauren Make.
And I'm Vi Sikahema. Bill Henley was joking about how the Buffalo Bills may be melting this Sunday. I think it's just not the Buffalo Bills. I think it's like all of us.
But in a good way.
Freakishly
in a good
warm.
way.
Record territory for this weekend. And we're actually getting a warm start this morning, though we won't be in the record books during the day today. And we are drying out. Had a few showers overnight, but you can see the Schuylkill, Vine Street Expressway are dry right now. Now we've got some fog in the wake of those showers. Thick fog has developed for Lancaster and Coatesville. 0 visibility there. It's down to half a mile visibility in Millville, and Pottstown is seeing some of that fog as well. As far as the showers are concerned, they're already fizzling. It's going to be dry for the rest of the day. And with a warm up, the fog will disappear very quickly. 48 degrees, some scattered clouds at 8 o'clock. By 11 o'clock, we're looking at sunny skies, temperatures in the 50s. Heading to 58 by 2 o'clock this afternoon. Parts of the area will make it into the 60s today. We'll go through the forecast neighborhood by neighborhood when I'm back in 10 minutes. But right now, Jessica Boyington is watching your first alert traffic. Jessica.
Yeah, Bill, we're watching some construction in the process of cleaning up in New Jersey on 76 eastbound right around Route 130, where they have the 2 right lanes blocked. That is supposed to be out there till about 6 o'clock this morning. So now just watch out for crews cleaning up that scene. So you should be good to go when heading through. Also, construction on Route 130 closed between Porcupine Road and Center Square Road. That's ongoing until sometime in 2016. So definitely something to plan with your trip in the morning. 95 throughout Delaware, we're great there too. 10 minutes northbound from 295 to 495. No problems headed southbound from 495 to 295. Only a 9-minute trip. I'll check in with Mass Transit when I come back in the next 10. Bye.
Thank you, Jessica. New from overnight, police are trying to figure out who shot a man several times in Camden. This happened along Raritan Street around 1:30 this morning. The victim was taken to the hospital, and police are not releasing any information about the victim's condition. And in just a few hours, children will be back in the classroom at a North Philadelphia school, but parents may be a little on edge this morning after 5 students were poked with needles at the school yesterday. NBC10's George Spencer is live for us at Meade Elementary in North Philly. Good morning to you, George. Tell us what happened.
It appears that a child brought these needles from home to school and then began passing them out to classmates. Some of those kids poked themselves, some kids poked other students, and at this point we do not know if those needles were clean or if they were not. This is a photograph of those needles provided to us by a parent at this school. The needles appear to be medical devices, but it's unclear exactly where they came from and whether they'd been used or otherwise contaminated. In all, we're told 5 students here at Meade Elementary School were pricked. Most of them were taken to the hospital for precautionary tests.
That's what scares me. You know, I don't know HIV, hepatitis, herpes, syphilis, anything.
We was outside at recess. He just came up to me and poked me.
It sounds like that is how several of the pricks happened. The school is now using this really as a reminder for parents about locking away any dangerous items. The school district says there have been no signs of any infection or other serious injury as a result of all this. But we can tell you that the Philadelphia Police Department is now investigating to figure out exactly where those needles might have originated. We are live this morning in North Philadelphia. I'm George Spencer, NBC 10 News.
Thanks, George. It is 6:03 this morning, and the father of a young teaching student says his son's killer got away with murder. Bo Zabel was murdered 7 years ago. Marcellus Jones was charged, but yesterday a jury found him not guilty. After that not guilty verdict was read, Bo Zabel's family gathered at the spot where Bo was shot to death. They tell us they are now looking for a higher justice.
Well, he'll be in prison, but the thing is, he thinks he got away with something. And he thinks he got over, and that's it.
Jones shouted his thanks to the jury after his acquittal. He's serving a life sentence for another murder.
Investigators are looking for the cause of a fire at a Camden County auto repair shop. The Cherry Hill Fire Department used a drone to take video of the flames we're about to show you. Here it is. The 4-alarm blaze demolished Precision Plus Auto Repair in Pennsauken. The fire started at around 6 o'clock last night in an auto repair bay. 70 firefighters in all from several different departments spent hours battling these flames.
It was real big. It was going through the roof. There was a lot of explosions.
The smoke was completely black. The smell of it was disgusting.
Making matters worse, fire officials say people inside the building delayed calling firefighters while they were trying to put the flames out themselves.
Lawmakers in Pennsylvania are taking the next step as they try to determine if Attorney General Kathleen Kane should be removed from office. Senators unanimously approved a plan yesterday that involves a January 12th hearing for Kane. The hearing will focus on whether she can perform her duties with a suspended law license. The Senate could then vote to have her removed. The state Supreme Court suspended Kane's license last month while she awaits trial on charges she leaked secret grand jury information and lied about it. 13 former officers are suing the Camden County Police Department, saying they were denied jobs because of racial and age bias. The officers were laid off from the Camden City Force when the county police force replaced it 2 years ago. The lawsuit says the Black and Hispanic applicants were passed over in favor of new officers who had no training. The suit says those new officers were younger and white. Now, a statement from the county says in part, quote, "This suit has got more fiction in it than a Harry Potter novel and is an utter and complete waste of the taxpayers' time." The county also says the officers were not hired because they missed application deadlines or they did not pass medical or psychiatric exams.
And happening today, people of several faiths will gather for a candlelight interfaith vigil at Philadelphia's Rittenhouse Square. It's another apparent response to Donald Trump's controversial comments about Muslims. An imam, a rabbi, and a Christian pastor will offer prayers, and they'll call for an end to anti-Muslim and anti-refugee rhetoric following recent terrorist acts. There's more reaction to Trump from overseas this morning. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that he rejects Trump's comments about Muslims. Netanyahu adds that Israel, quote, respects all religions. Trump plans a trip to Israel later this month to meet with the Israeli leader. And boxing legend Muhammad Ali is also criticizing Trump's call to ban Muslims from entering the United States. Ali released a statement to NBC News saying, in part, quote, "We as Muslims have to stand up to those who use Islam to advance their own personal agenda. They have alienated many from learning about Islam," close quote. Donald Trump recently said he could not recall any great Muslim American athletes, but months ago, Trump called Ali his friend and posted this photo on his own Facebook page. Plus this.
I'm Monique Braxton, live along Ben Franklin Parkway, where in just a couple of hours, the faith community is joining the civil rights community in saying, say no to extremism. We'll have that story for you in a couple of minutes.
Breaking news from North Philadelphia this morning. This is a live look at a house fire on Randolph Street. This is right near the Taylor Bayard School. Firefighters got the call about 15 minutes ago. You can see their crews are still out there. Our photographer just got there, and we are working to get more information about how this fire started and if anyone was inside the home there. New this morning, ending blight in Philadelphia. Some vacant properties are now ready to be redeveloped. The Philly Land Bank has opened for business online. The site is expected to sell hundreds of vacant city-owned properties. City officials also plan to use the land bank to seize property from people who are behind on their taxes and sell those properties to responsible buyers.
Now your NBC10 First Alert weather with meteorologist Bill Henley.
8 minutes after 6, the rain that came through overnight is gone. Now we've got some areas of fog in the wake of those showers. Some spots, very thick fog, but it's not going to last. We'll see a temperature warm up and a mild afternoon with more and more sunshine today. And we're on track for a record weekend. Temperatures way above normal, and will go into the record book Saturday and Sunday. Right now, Doylestown, clouds 45 degrees, 48 in Philadelphia, and Millville has seen some fog at 40 degrees, but we'll get some sunshine during the day. A little bit of fog in this view from the Pocono Mountains. That's the camera at Blue Mountain this morning. The fog is really thicker in some of the western suburbs in the wake of the showers that have really tapered off in a hurry. The showers will be out of the picture for the rest of the day. The fog will be disappearing, and the temperatures unusually warm for December. 56 this afternoon in Allentown, Reading, and Quakertown. 55 degrees today. Into the upper 50s, near 60 degrees for Mount Holly, with sunshine breaking through for Norristown and Trenton. A big warm up with light winds out of the west. And look at that, 60 degrees for Atlantic City. Rehoboth and Dover will have afternoon temperatures in the upper 50s. And that's where Philadelphia will be getting very close to the 60-degree mark, also in Wilmington and Williamstown. Now look at the weekend forecast and beyond, and that record heat that's on the way with the 7-day forecast when I'm back in 10 minutes.
Thanks, Bill. Bullets for students? Well, that's exactly what one local university is doing. We'll tell you why they are now supplying a student group with ammunition. That truck blast shut down an interstate, but the danger wasn't confined just to the road. We'll tell you where the fear spread and the precautionary measures put in place.
This winter, turn the cold into your own wonderland at Philadelphia's Blue Cross River Rink. Winterfest, the city's largest place to skate, make memories on the ice, or warm up by the fire with hot chocolate, s'mores, and more in the Lodge Bar and Restaurant, stocked with good eats and sweets. And you don't want to miss skating with Santa, 12 days of Christmas movies, and the Sugar House New Year's Eve fireworks on the waterfront. Open every day and on holidays through February 28th. For more, visit riverrink.com/NBC10 or call this number.
Exciting water sports, amazing food, spectacular Pocono Mountain views, plenty of time to reconnect. Get a room. This incredible offer won't last long. CoveHaven.com.
I'm Sasha Pfeiffer from the Boston Globe.
Everybody's going to be interested in this. Nandi Priest.
Is that possible?
We got to do this now.
We're ready to go.
Spotlight, rated R. Don't miss Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Andrew Lloyd Webber's uplifting musical masterpiece.
At the Merriam Theater, December 29th through January 3rd. Tickets at KimmelCenter.org.
For all of life's celebrations, make it Melange Diamonds. Don't miss the biggest diamond sale in Melange Diamonds history. She's truly unique. Shouldn't her diamond be?
2015 is almost over.
And here at Cherry Hill Nissan, we're wrapping it up with giant year-end savings and sensational discounts.
Like a new Nissan Sentra SV for the giant low price of $139 a month with 0 down payment. Or a new Nissan Altima 2.5S for the giant low price of $189 a month and 0 down payment. Or get 0% APR financing up to 72 months.
Save time and shop online at cherryhillnissan.com.
Cherry Hill Nissan, the friendly Nissan giant.
Doesn't happen without me. Ooh, big lots. I did everything you can see. You can see. Christmas doesn't happen without me.
Sleepy's
These holiday doorbusters are the first 6 hours Saturday and Sunday. Get beauty rest sets starting at $279 and more. Plus, deals continue all day with up to half off select adjustable bases. Sleepy's, the only mattress professionals.
And just like that, it's a whole new world outside. And jackets come out of hibernation. And we can feel the air, but we can see it too. And we gear up and layer up and zip up. And we make the most of the new season. Because when the world is at its coldest, we're at our warmest. LLB. Guaranteed season after season.
Just because there's a pool in your room doesn't mean you have to pack a bathing suit. Get a room just because. This incredible offer won't last long. CoveHaven.com.
It's 6:13 this morning. This just in. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un says his country has developed a hydrogen bomb. Hydrogen bombs are far more powerful than conventional nuclear weapons. Now, in October, Kim said he is prepared to wage war against the United States if necessary. President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama observed Hanukkah at the White House last night. Israeli President Reuven Rivlin joined the first couple in the East Room to light a menorah. Tonight will mark the 5th night of the 8-day holiday, which commemorates a Jewish revolt 2,000 years ago. While the nation is debating gun control, the University of Delaware is buying bullets for students, whether officials like it or not. Now, here's what's going on. The university gives money to more than 300 student clubs. Recently, it granted a $500 funding request from a group called Students for the Second Amendment. The club promotes responsible gun ownership. The university says it met the criteria for funding, so the club will use the money to buy ammunition to practice at the state gun range in Newcastle.
We're going to buy 9mm 223, which is rifle, and you can use for an AR-15.
The university says the campus is a gun-free zone and that the ammunition cannot be used or stored on campus.
Penn State has started the process of paying out millions of dollars to organizations battling child sex abuse. 44 organizations will share nearly $3.5 million from the first round of grants. The money is coming from a $48 million fund that Penn State created because of its handling of the Jerry Sandusky child sex abuse scandal. The money will pay for expanding child advocacy centers, improving access to trauma therapists, and providing more access to counseling. Sandusky was the university's longtime defensive coordinator under Joe Paterno. He is appealing after being sentenced to more than 30 years for child molestation. And happening today, Veterans Administration's officials are scheduled to hold a town hall meeting at 11:30 a.m. at the main VA Medical Center in Wilmington, Newcastle County. They will share information about benefits and allow vets to give feedback about VA programs. VA Secretary Robert McDonald says meetings like this are part of an effort to rebuild trust following the VA scandal across the country.
The friendly skies will be even more crowded over the holidays. The industry group Airlines for America expects U.S. carriers to fly more than 38 million passengers between December 18th and January 3rd, and that is up 3% from last year. It attributes the increase to the improving economy and to affordable airfares. Airlines may use larger planes to meet that demand. Feds and union officials say more than a dozen busy U.S. airports do not have enough air traffic controllers. The Transportation Department says New York, Denver, Dallas, Fort Worth Airport, and Chicago, they all have shortages. Airlines could be forced to reduce the number of flights as a result of this.
They're going to have to get on the fast track with hiring people. They're going to have to change some of these age requirements.
Well, in a statement, the FAA says it shares the union's frustration with staffing levels, and it has been working hard to hire workers at an increased rate.
Lawmakers in Camden are calling for stepped-up regulations for Uber and similar car companies. The City Council voted on a resolution urging the New Jersey Assembly to pass a bill regulating the transportation companies. It calls for thorough background checks for drivers and proper insurance for vehicles similar to that carried by taxis and limos.
Happening today, a reminder of how dangerous it is to walk along train tracks. SEPTA is calling this a safety blitz. Now, this is video from a previous event. SEPTA's safety officers are going to be at Fern Rock Regional Rail Station this morning. They'll talk about rail safety and the dangers of crossing the tracks and ignoring railroad signals. That truck explosion happened live on TV last night at 11 o'clock. And this new video from our NBC affiliate in Birmingham, Alabama. Well, right now, crews are still cleaning up and the highway is still closed. The fire chief says there were chemicals being transported in that truck. After the explosion, an area nearby was evacuated.
And hey everyone, Jessica pointing with your first alert traffic. Nothing that looks like that on our roadways this morning. We are looking on Route 73 out in New Jersey, right around the Atlantic City Expressway. You can see no problems on 73 or the Expressway. Everything moving along nicely so far. And I just checked in with our drive times on 95 in the Schuylkill. We'll go over those when I come back in the next 10 minutes.
Now your NBC10 First Alert weather with meteorologist Bill Henley.
I just checked the calendar and make sure it's December, and it is, but it doesn't feel like it. It is so warm this morning. And the clouds, they came through overnight with a few showers that are already clearing out of the area. This is a live view from here at the NBC10 studios. 48 degrees. That's 12 degrees warmer than yesterday, and that's above our normal high temperature. Temperatures at this hour should be in the low 30s in December. A little bit of a breeze, but not by much, so really no wind chill to speak of. Nice clear view from the Mellon Bank building in Center City. We will see sunshine today, and that will do away with some of the fog that has formed in the wake of the showers overnight. Quarter-mile dense fog in Pottstown, zero visibility right now in Coatesville, and it's down to a quarter-mile in Lancaster. Now, northeast Philadelphia, Burlington County, Camden and Gloucester County in the clear for the fog, but it just thickened up once again in Millville. So a bit of fog to start with, and still some clouds around, but they're already thinning out. So we will see more and more sunshine during the day, which means a pretty good warm-up. And forget about taking the umbrella. The heavier showers never even got close to us. Showers and thunderstorms stay offshore. Our futurecast showing by 9 o'clock this morning, still some scattered clouds in Allentown and Reading, but as we go into the afternoon, more and more sunshine, and the temperatures will take off. 50s to low 60s this afternoon. A mostly sunny, mild day with a light breeze out of the west, possibly up to 12 miles an hour at times. Tomorrow, another mild start, 42, then 64 degrees tomorrow afternoon. That's just 1 degree away from the record high for Friday. Over the weekend, the temperatures climb and will exceed the records for Saturday and Sunday. Army-Navy game, record warmth, 66 degrees with some breaks of sunshine. Clouds will thicken up on Sunday. The temperatures will warm up in spite of that. 67 the high temperature. That's 2 degrees above the record for Sunday. Then on Monday, we'll get some rain, but it stays mild with a high of 65.
Thanks, Bill. It is 6:20 and we have new information this morning about the number of bears killed so far in New Jersey's week-long bear hunt. New Jersey hunters have legally killed more than 360 bears in just the last 3 days. Now, that is more than the total number of bears killed last year. New Jersey wildlife officials say the annual hunt is important to help control the state's bear population. The word sorry is not enough for protesters calling for the end of what they say is police brutality in Chicago. Well, now demonstrators are back on the streets with a new demand for Chicago's mayor. And things could get icy on the football field when the Eagles go up against the Bills. We're not talking about the weather. A former Eagles player now giving the cold shoulder to Coach Chip Kelly.
NBC10, the official television station of the Philadelphia Eagles. Count on it.
The holidays are all about bringing people together. Are you ready to entertain? With X1 from Xfinity, you get thousands of on-demand choices, plus a voice remote that finds everything faster.
Show me Christmas movies?
X1 won't just change the way you experience TV. It will change the way you experience the holidays. Tech the halls with Xfinity. Get a special holiday offer on the X1 Triple Play for just $89.99 a month for 2 full years, or ask how to upgrade to get $500 back. Hurry, this offer won't last. Call or go online today.
Minions!
Minions
with 3 all-new mini-movies. Own it on Blu-ray now.
Stop dreaming and start enjoying your new beautiful countertops today. Colonial Marble and Granite has the largest selection anywhere, and we're now offering our lowest prices ever. Now, get a beautiful, fully installed granite countertop for just $14.99 with 0 interest financing and 0 money down. Quality, selection, and price, they all matter. Make Colonial Marble and Granite your first and only choice for buying your next countertop. Choose from 4 showrooms or visit us online at colonialmarble.net.
Winter is here, and for over 40 years, Buckman Ski and Snowboard Shops has been the premier destination for all your skiing and snowboarding needs. Always growing with the changes in technology, Buckman stays fully stocked with all the state-of-the-art apparel and gear for the winter season. Our veteran, knowledgeable staff are here to provide the best in customer service. Come find the pinnacle of selection and value. Visit any of the 6 Buckman Ski and Snowboard Shop locations or shop online at buckmans.com.
Feel the rush at Sugar House Casino. 'Tis the season to win big with the $200,000 Flurry of Prizes giveaway, December 24th through December 30th. It's 7 days of whirlwind cash and prizes. You can win free play, Macy's gift cards, a Harley Sportster, even a 2016 Cadillac CT6. The $200,000 Flurry of Prizes giveaway, only at Sugar House Casino. Philly loves a winner.
It's the holidays, which means a house full of people who all want to get online. So it's the perfect time for Verizon Fios. It has the fastest internet and Wi-Fi available, with speeds from 50 to 500 megs. And right now, you'll get 50 meg Fios internet, TV, and phone for $79.99 a month online for your first year. And with a 2-year agreement, we'll give you all the premium movie channels for a year, plus $400 back. So go online or call now. Get out of the past. Get Fios.
Get in on great NBC10 giveaways. Enter now for 4 tickets to Vatican Splendors only at the Franklin Institute. Experience 2,000 years of Vatican history plus 200 works of art and other historic pieces from the Catholic Church. Go to NBC10.com and click the contest tab to enter.
And how are you today?
Yeah, I got my cast off.
Lauren and I could watch this all day. Santa made a virtual visit to kids at Shriners Hospital in North Philadelphia. The young patients can't leave to sit on Santa's lap, but thanks to the magic of technology, they still got to chat with Santa about their Christmas wish list. Well, patients at St. Christopher's Hospital for Children also got a very special visit from the North Pole. Santa and Mrs. Claus stopped by the hospital yesterday. The kids received toy deliveries from the Pencrest High School varsity ice hockey team. Officials also kicked off the holiday season by lighting the hospital's Christmas tree.
Now, your NBC10 First Alert weather.
Showers move through overnight. They are gone. That's a live view from the Lowe's Hotel in Center City. It's a warm start this morning. 47 degrees here at NBC10, 48 at Philadelphia International, and 51 degrees in Atlantic City. It's warmer than a normal high temperature this time of year.
I'm Monique Braxton, live along Ben Franklin Parkway. A coalition of ministers, civil rights leaders, as well as politicians plan to denounce publicly extremist acts of violence. We'll have a preview for you at 6:30.
It's December 10th, but it is college signing day for this 11-year-old. How she's inspiring the entire Rider women's basketball team with her personal fight.
Hershey Park Christmas Candy Lane is bigger and brighter than ever. New this year, enjoy 4 million lights and holiday rides on 4 coasters, plus the sweet traditions of a visit to Santa and his reindeer, festive entertainment, and more. Plan your visit at HersheyPark.com.
Performance, no matter where, no matter what. The only intelligent all-wheel drive system with enhanced driving performance for all-season capability is now available on more models than ever. We only make one thing. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Lease a BMW X3 X-Drive 28i for $489 a month for a limited time only.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not a smart way to remodel your kitchen. Do you really want to go through all this work just to make your kitchen look better? No. There's a smart